since 1976.
Hello, welcome to Daybreak Daydream with your host Zaki Hussein and
Scott Bruce Reeds.
So welcome back. This is a regular session this time with no guest, just me and Scott here.
Yeah,
much like the first week, the debut week.
Yeah, I know. It's been a while since we hadn't had a guest. Actually, it's been like literally since the first week. We've been having people constantly, which has been great. But yeah, it's nice to just get back to us too.
Yeah, we were gonna do this last week actually, but we had a surprise guest, which
last minute guest.
Yeah, which is great. So yes, this week we finally are back to having just us two, which is again exciting.
Mm-hmm.
We have pre-thought out plans for this session.
Oh yes, we planned it out this time.
Yes, mainly because we were slightly anxious of the fact that we're going to run out of things to talk about. And the first topic of the day is it's the philosophical topic, much like we did last week. It's kiss, kill, or marry, with the three philosophical topics of existentialism, absurdism, and nihilism.
Yeah. So, kiss, marry, kill, existentialism, absurdism, and nihilism. I mean, I'm never a fan of nihilism. I think it has its time, but for the most part, I really don't like it. I hate it as an ideology. Well, actually, should we first explain what these are in case people?
Oh
don't
yes.
know
So existentialism is the philosophy of existence, or why we exist, what's the point of being here, and it's usually a lot more positive. It's got a much more positive outlook. Whereas absurdism, would you like to explain that? Scott?
Yeah. Okay. So absurdism is basically, existentialism is about like finding the meaning to life, like why are you here, and then you give basically that existence is you give life a meaning, and then you pursue that. At least that's how I understand it. But absurdism, that's more about you recognize that there is no meaning to life, or at least that's what you think, and so you just kind of go about life like that, and it's more of like I don't care, I'll do what I want type of idea. And nihilism is like, there's no meaning to life.
And it's like the opposite of existentialism.
And that's a bad thing, and that's why everything sucks. Is basically nihilism.
Yes.
So yeah, for me, okay, kiss, marry, kill. I'm gonna say kiss existentialism. I'll marry absurdism, and I'll kill nihilism.
You wouldn't marry existentialism?
No, I prefer absurdism. I don't think there really is like a meaning to life, but I'd say that's a good thing.
Okay. You would kill nihilism?
Yeah, I
because it's the most
nihilism.
pessimistic.
Yeah.
But doesn't it create the most artistic things? Would Van Gogh have been, the great painter if he wasn't nihilistic and sad?
He was just depressed. Like
exactly. But that kind of comes hand in hand, though, in some ways.
Not
always, but
so. But no, I don't know. I think in general nihilism is a bad thing. Sure, in some cases, art is created out of it, but for the most part, it just makes people miserable, and that's never a good thing.
I see.
Because Van Gogh, his art, it's nice, but I think it would have been better if he just, had a nice life. I think I'd rather that for him. We don't get art, sure, but,
I see.
If you think about Van Gogh's life, he lived a pretty terrible life.
Yes. But is it better to be appreciated not in your time and have a bad life, but be forever appreciated? Or have a good life, but be forgotten forever?
No, I'd say have a good life,
Even if you're forgotten?
Yeah, like, you're... Okay, you could be forgotten, but, like, that's... And you talk about your lasting legacy or whatever. But, like, the time that you experience in, while alive, that's what that's what matters. That's what you experience. Yeah. And that's what you should prioritize. Because that's really that's all that life is. It's what you experience. Whereas your legacy, that's just abstract. That's whatever.
That's quite hedonistic though, isn't it? It's the moments you experience and the joy you get from life.
Yeah.
Would you say it's more about the moments rather than the deeper meanings?
I'd say so, yeah.
Would you say there's less deep meaning compared to what we think there is?
Yeah, I mean, that's why I like absurdism. So absurdism says there is no deeper meaning.
Yeah.
And that's a good thing.
Okay.
There can be deeper meaning, maybe there is, and if you want to attach deeper meaning to it, I wouldn't mind. But I think absurdism is just, it's better to appreciate the moments rather than try and constantly search for meaning. Because the meaning is right in front of you. It's, doing what you want.
I think most of philosophy relates back to whether or not life has meaning, right?
Yeah.
But if you believe in absurdism, would you think that a lot of the philosophy out there, like, whether or not you should be pessimistic about things like nihilism and existentialism suddenly becomes two polar opposites that you don't agree with as well, even though you're close to nihilism.
There's still room for philosophy if you with absurdism, because
even if there's no meaning.
Yeah, because there's other things in life that's like that. I'm not sure what I'm trying to say here, but basically, you want to attach meaning to. There are other things that.
For example, love.
Yeah,
Okay.
things like that. You could delve into philosophy if you'd like.
Would even these things that are left have no meaning though? Let's say we delve into love as a philosophical topic. But if life has no meaning, then the love you have on Earth, there's nothing after, and there's nothing before, and there's no deep meaning to each action. Would that still mean something because that means something to you in that moment?
Yeah, you're still experiencing it. It's not like, you'll die, so nothing matters. I think that's a very bad way of looking at things.
I think I'm more prone to being nihilistic, which is why I like it as well.
Okay, so to answer the question, kiss, marry, kill, existentialism, absurdism, and nihilism, what would you go for?
I think I'll marry existentialism.
Okay.
I don't know which to kiss or kill. I might. Actually, no, I'll kiss absurdism and kill nihilism like you did. Even though I think nihilism shouldn't be killed, but out of the two,
you'd wound it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just maim it enough so that it gets negative and comes back later.
Interesting. Well, I guess that's one way of doing it.
Because I think a lot of great cinema or books and stuff comes from nihilistic points of view. I think that deepens human contact as well. Without that period of life, I don't think that wouldn't make existentialism shine as much, if that makes sense. If everyone thought there's a point in life and that was just a norm, then it's okay, there's a point in life, but
I think here you're comparing nihilism to just emotions, you feel sad, you feel depressed or whatever. That's not necessarily nihilism. That's just that's a feeling, whereas nihilism is an ideology. It's the way you live your life, and that's what I'm against when it comes to nihilism. It's that way of thinking all the time, because if you're always thinking like that, then that's terrible. Just what's the point? So nihilism, I guess, to conclude my hate against nihilism, is it's destructive for the most part.
Alright, I think you win.
Yeah. Thank you.
Going back to Van Gogh, there's this painting of Van Gogh that he did, which he calls his first great painting. It's called, I saw it in Japanese, but it's people eating potatoes or something. Peasants eating potatoes or something. And it's these really poor people that worked all day to make potatoes, and they have to give all of it away, and then they have this tiny plate to have at the end of the day of mashed potatoes, nothing on it. And when I saw that, I thought, oh my god, even though that's not me, that's me, because I've been eating potatoes every day for weeks.
Okay, so the painting is called The Potato Eaters.
The Potato
Eaters.
Eaters.
Up now.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
He calls it his first great piece.
Huh.
So that's me. Even though it's not, of course, I'm not nearly as saddened, and I shouldn't compare myself to these people.
Yeah.
But yes, that uni is the labor, and the hustle is the potatoes. It's a metaphor, guys. It's a metaphor.
I don't think you're quite medieval peasants.
No, maybe not. Shall we play your album of the week in the background before we talk about it later on the show?
Yeah, we could try. Well, either way, I think we're gonna do a song now, I think, and then we can start playing it in the background.
Awesome. I believe it's my song now, so I will play the song. I'll go with this one. It's the song "Celery" by Yamazaki Masayoshi.
環境が違うから好き嫌いは否めない夏がダメだったりセロリが好きだったりするのね騙してや男と女だからすれ違いはしょうがないだ 強してみたり多くを求めたりなっちゃうね。何がきっかけでどんなタイミングで二人は出会ったんだろう。やるせない時とか心もとない夜できるだけ一緒にいたいのさ。頑張ってみるよ。やれるだけ頑張ってみてよ。少しだけなんだかんだ言ってもつまりは単純に君のこと好きなのさ。どこ吹く他人だから価値観は否めない。流行りが好きだったりその割古風なとこあったりするのね。性格曲げてまで気持ち抑えてまで付き合うことないけど一人じゃ持ちきれない素敵な時間にできるだけ一緒にいたいのさ。頑張ってみるよ。やれるだけ頑張ってみてよ。少しだけなんだかんだ言ってもつまりは単純に君のことなのさ。頑張ってみるよ。やれるだけ頑張ってみてよ。少しだけなんだかんだ言ってもつまりは単純に君のことなのさ。
Hello, you are back to Daybreak Daydream. We're now going to play the album of the week in the background, and the album is...
Okay, so this album is called Live on Red Barn Radio 1 and 2 by Tyler Childers. He's a country musician, and it's just a really nice album that I like. So that'll be in the background, and then eventually we'll play like a proper song for it so you guys could hear it in full as well.
Sounds great. Well, now we're going to get into some topics of things that we've been doing lately.
Yeah.
One thing is, I went to Edinburgh last weekend.
Yeah, you went to Edinburgh. That's amazing.
Yeah, that was great. I went for a weekend, and then I had to commute back for a lesson I had on Monday at 9 a.m. So I commuted directly from Edinburgh to a lesson I had in Sussex.
9 a.m. That's crazy.
We'll stay early as well, but I had to be there. It was 15% of the module. But anyway, yeah, Edinburgh was great.
Yeah,
the castle is a really castle-y type castle, if that makes sense. Yeah. It's exactly what you'd imagine like medieval people to be fighting in all those like historical plays. But I bought Scott here some whiskey.
Oh yes, the whiskey bottle.
Yeah, and it was tiny and it cost £12.
It's a rather small bottle, but I do appreciate it's got my name on it as well.
It does have your name on it. It's got your coat of arms, the Scottish coat of arms with your name on it.
So thank you very much for that.
Yeah, no, but it was a great city. Also, there's like a bunch of streets, and every single street looks extremely old.
Yeah.
I remember some comedian, I forgot his name, I can't remember his name, was saying that everything in Edinburgh is like thousands of years old, and Scottish handymanship. But it's true. Every single bridge and stuff, it's like, oh, this was built in like 1500s. It's like, wow, this is insane.
Yeah, Edinburgh's a really historic city. I'd love to go see it one day, you know?
Yeah.
It does seem really nice.
It is worth it. They had what's this? Venison burger. You know, deer.
Deer.
Deer meat in a burger.
Wow, that's crazy.
And I had it, and it tasted fantastic. Actually, it's like, I don't know, it's stronger than lamb. It's like,
wow, okay.
It's like, you know, I don't know how I would describe. Yes,
Yeah.
strong lamb.
That's really cool. I mean, one place I'd like to visit is the Scottish Highlands as well, because they look really, you know, stunning.
Yeah.
They're not too far away as well, which is
exactly. If I had more time, I would have gone.
Yeah.
Because I also wanted to see the Scottish sheep.
Oh, the sheep. Yeah.
Yeah, because they're kind of like emo sheep with their hair down up front. I kind of like that.
Wow.
But yeah, no, that was great. Great experience. They also have great chips. Which, yeah, they just have nice chips. What else did I have there? That was quite nice. I think that's about it.
Yeah. Well, meanwhile, I was I haven't been doing much, to be honest. I've been working on. Well, I'm going to start working on this essay. Unfortunately, it's you have to do that for uni. But this is for my India module for history. And I think what I've decided to do is kind of focus on the left's impact on the constitution of India. So when India was drafting its constitution, the kind of left-wing groups tried to like influence it a lot, and they kind of put in some good stuff in there, but for the most part they kind of failed to really meaningfully change it up. So there's a lot of like left-wing socialist kind of language in the Indian constitution, but then when it comes to what's actually inside it and how India's political system actually played out, there wasn't much of that socialist element to it.
Okay.
So it's really interesting how they tried and they got, there's a lot of lip service paid to socialism in the constitution, but not a lot of actual actions to it.
What's some examples of the socialism that they said would happen?
Well, things like for the start, there's a bunch of general things like rights to labour unions, etc. Things like that. There's also but yeah, it's mostly just about the language. So it's like saying I think that there's this bit about enforceable rights in the constitution, except they're not enforced. The courts can't enforce the government to do it, but it's in the constitution anyway. It's basically meaningless. It's just this kind of like symbolic sort of thing, but it in theory talks about things like property rights for regular people. It's kind of more like an anti-landlord type of thing. Things like civil rights, etc. Things like that. But that obviously, because there's no enforcement mechanism, is just purely symbolic. So it doesn't actually do much in real life. And another interesting fact about the Indian constitution that I learned about is that it was amended, I think, in the 70s, when a government came in and amended it to say India will commit to socialism. Like literally the word socialism was implanted into it and said, India's going to commit to becoming a socialist state. And then like the next government came in and immediately removed that. But it just it just kind of shows that as much as they tried left wing in India, they didn't have much influence on the national constitution.
That's a shame.
Yeah. But they have a lot of influence in Kerala, one of the Indian states. They run it there, and it's ironically, it's one of the best, well, not ironically maybe, but it's one of the best states in India, like best for child deaths, best for like income equality, things like that. So it's kind of a mixed bag, but it's interesting to dive into.
Fair enough. That's great. Let's see. For my assignments recently, I've been doing a magazine thing, making a magazine.
Yeah, okay, that's probably a lot more interesting than what I'm doing.
I'm not sure. I haven't done a lot of it yet. I do need to complete it soon.
Okay. What kind of magazine is it?
Well, I thought it was going to be like full size and really like entertaining and fun, but it's a bit smaller. It's A5 instead of A4.
A5.
Which is a bit tiny. Okay. But there's 24 pages of fun that we have to put in.
Wow, that's great.
I'm going to do mine on Haruki Murakami, the writer.
Okay.
Which I'm not sure if everyone's heard of him, but he's written quite a few of the books I like. The most famous probably being Norwegian Wood. And yeah, I don't really know what more to say about this apart from the fact that magazine making is really difficult and we should respect editors. Those books on dentists counters are very heavily designed, each one of them.
Wow. So what type of stuff are you going to put in there? I mean, 24 pages. What are some examples?
See, that's the thing. You have to think about what it's going to be filled up of. Well, we got to put an article in which I have to write, which is I'm not looking forward to that. I'm not a.
Do we have guest articles?
We can't. You have to write everything yourself.
Damn.
We have to also think of adverts and stuff.
Really?
You can be fake, but it can also be like real. So, you can promote Red Bull for no reason whatsoever. Just in your magazine if you want to.
Okay.
What else? It's also kind of fun because you get to keep a copy and you can show it to random people. It's like a practice thesis, I guess.
What's the cover going to be?
The cover so far is just the guy himself, but that's kind of boring.
Okay.
With like, of course, the logo and all that kind of regular stuff you put on a magazine. But I might change it because that's a bit boring.
Yeah,
it's not great.
Any eye-catching article titles that you've thought of yet? Because magazines, especially on the cover, they always have like a glimpse of what's inside, and the articles, it's like, I don't know, how to, lose fat at 40 or whatever, depending on the article. Another one is like, top 10 habits of celebrities or whatever. It's like,
this is the kind of stuff I should be thinking about. I've thought about what to put in the magazine in terms of articles, but not in terms of titles.
Yeah, well, just find magazines and see what they do. But in terms of the articles, what type of stuff are you going to be writing about?
Well, see, previous series have done a lot of like boring stuff, in all honesty, because I've seen someone do like a surf thing, and they were talking about different waveforms and stuff, and like different surfing boards for a long time. Because the thing is, 24 pages is a long time to be writing about something.
Write about something.
And if it's niche, then you got to be yapping non-stop.
Yeah. But you can make it more lifestyle-y, I suppose.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I'm going to probably talk about more of Murakami as a person rather than just a writer.
Yeah.
Because I've read quite a few books by him on himself.
Okay.
And you could just have pages of quotes on himself, as well as I think I'm going to have an inspiration page of people who've taken inspiration from the man, people who he's taken inspiration from, like the book Norwegian Wood.
Yeah.
Is based off the song Norwegian Wood, of course.
Oh, by the Beatles.
By the Beatles. So, seeing relationships between Japan and him as a writer compared to, like, faraway places in the West, which is where he resonates with, apparently, will be a great topic for the book, I feel. Oh, magazine, I mean. But yeah, that's where I'm at currently. But yeah, there's other interesting assignments I had to get my teeth into, such as a press release or making a website.
Yeah, so you've had to make a website.
Yeah, recently. Even though, I'm going to be honest, I did it not on like, a proper website-y making site. It's like a Canvas site. It was much more about the design.
Oh, okay.
So,
because like, I feel like that's something they expect like computer science to do.
Even though that would have been great and that would have taken a lot longer.
Yeah.
But it was much more about the functions and how you're going to lay out the UI UX of it rather than the actual coding itself. But a lot of stuff to be done recently.
Yeah, I mean, I need to start thinking about my dissertation for history. I mean, I've also got the politics dissertation later on. But for history specifically, they're asking me to think about my dissertation now. I think I've got to submit a proposal by next week, and I'm still not sure. I want to look into... Again, it has to be on India. So I think I want to do some kind of economy sort of thing, political economy.
Yes, yeah.
Because there's one article that I read a while ago about this guy who basically compiled all the economic data from colonial India and kind of used that to prove that the economic relationship between India and Britain was exploitative. Britain was exploiting India. He was kind of going against what some historians say, that it's like, Britain was there to help India and help it develop. Well, this guy said no, and if you look at the data, that's what it suggests. But he looked at tons of data and really compiled it together, and then used it to make a more political point, which I quite like. So I'd like to do something like that. So I guess we'll see exactly how.
That's quite interesting, but it's really hard to gather sources though for these kind of things, because you have to find so much that actually agrees with your point.
That's true, yeah. Well, for me, it's also going to be about primary sources, like actually finding the stats, and that might be difficult, especially because for this station, you need to find like a niche or like something that either hasn't been explored before, or something where they haven't like explored a certain angle of it, and so then you'd have to like find the sources yourself.
Yes,
because no one's written about it. You have to find the primary sources that actually tell you what happens.
Yeah.
So that element of it, I think, will be a bit difficult. That's what's going to be most challenging for me.
You were part of a study I did recently, weren't you?
Oh, yes.
Which was making a primary source I did a study for my final project.
Yeah, you interviewed me briefly.
I interviewed briefly and did a short. I wouldn't call it a focus group. It's like an observation study. On focus and focus and what was it? Relaxation in a room setting.
Yeah.
Which you were so exhausted throughout the most of it.
Yeah. I was very tired because I hadn't like slept the night before. I literally was on an all-nighter. So yeah, that was interesting.
But yeah, that's all the assignment type stuff we've been doing so far.
Sure.
I think we're gonna go on to our next song.
All right, I'm gonna pick this next song. I think I'm gonna go for 40-Hour Suits by Train Breaks Down. I hope you enjoy it.
And we're back. Now we're going to introduce the album of the week, which is Scott's album.
Yes, so this album is called... this album is called Live on Red Barn Radio 1 and 2 by Tyler Childers. It's a live album where he plays a bunch of his songs live. And it's interesting because it's a country album, but I don't usually like country that much. So it's it's odd for me because you have this image of country in your head that's like, it's kind of boring, or it's like, really political, especially now for some reason. But like right-wing politically, which even though if you look at its roots, it's not.
It's not supposed to be.
Yeah. But No, but this album is just really nice. It's a fairly relaxed one. It's
not really political in any way.
Yeah,
It's kind of what originally it was supposed to be,
Yeah,
just telling
yeah.
stories and stuff, or having good vibes with no
Yeah.
meaning sometimes.
Like even early country, I've never quite been a fan of, but this album, I think specifically, I just kind of enjoyed for whatever reason. It really clicks with me, and so and this one's live as well, so it's not, because in the recordings of his other albums, it's mostly just him and his guitar, whereas on this live version, he's got a whole band and there's a whole bunch of other instruments happening as well.
Yeah.
Which is really cool. So yeah, I don't know too much about Tyler Childers himself.
Oh, what, is it mainly just him and his guitar for most of this then?
No, for his other like albums, his like studio ones.
Oh,
it's
okay,
mostly
yeah.
just him and his guitar. But this live version, he's got a band with him,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
really adds so much, because there's so many other instruments involved as well. And it just makes these really cool songs.
It's quite modern as well, which is why I might like it more than regular country music,
Yeah,
which is
yeah.
probably like 70 years old or something sometimes.
Yeah.
Some of the really old stuff.
This is like Johnny Cash. It's like
Yeah. Which is alright, but this is, I don't know, it's got a modern tinge to it.
yeah. It's which I like. You know,
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
that
it's
adds
nice.
to
And
it.
the production's good on it too, even though it's a live album.
Yeah, definitely.
Which is, I mean, there's only a few live albums out there that I actually like. This
Yeah.
is probably a new addition to it, so
Okay,
great
yeah,
addition.
I'm glad you enjoy it.
The song we're listening now is Rock Salt and
Yeah,
Nails.
that's in the background. So yeah, should we play a song now from the album? Or?
Yes. Did you want to play one?
Okay, yeah, let's do it. All right, so the song I've chosen from the album is called Charleston Girl. It's my favorite song off the album. And yeah, I hope you enjoy it. If you do like it, check out the album.
Charleston girl in a darkened room, and you don't know her like I do. We took the fire escape to her room and got stone raging blind. Left my money in the trusting hands of them old Steel Brothers and a Thrash Grass band. One day I'm gonna drive up there and give them half my mind. I don't know if it's the wine or the coke that makes her sound like her jaw is broke. She's working hard to make some sense, but she ain't got a dime. I wish to God that I could help her out. I wish I knew what she was talking about. I wish to God that I could get away, but I'm way too drunk to drive. All I know is that when I am good and sober, I am leaving West Virginia for a while. Don't know why, but every time I cross that river, Lord, there's something tears me up, makes me wild. Charleston girl with raven hair, bloodshot eyes and skin so fair. I believe if I could find my keys, I'd try to drive away. I never planned to leave so soon. I didn't know that he was sweet on you. Go ahead and take her, 'cause she ain't worth the time. All I know is that when I am good and sober, I am leaving West Virginia for a while. Don't know why, but every time I cross that river, Lord, there's something tears me up, makes me wild.
Hello, and we're back to Daybreak Daydream with me, Zaki Hussein, and
Scott Bruce Reed.
Now we're going to be talking about films, things that we recommend. But before that, shall we continue our discussion on Wolf of Wall Street and whether or not it's good, or shall we shift back?
Yeah, sure, we can talk about that. So basically, we were, Zaki's never seen The Wolf of Wall Street.
Well, no, yeah, that's the one I haven't seen any of it.
Which is insane.
And I was saying I saw half of Big Short, and you were saying it's infinitely better.
The Big Short is overrated.
See, from what I've seen, even though I only saw half, it looks great.
I mean, it's fun, it's...
Because it's quite holistic. It shows all aspects of The Big Short. How it started, where it began, all of the different elements. I thought that was great.
Yeah.
Not that that's what you need to comprise a great film from.
Yeah. It's just, for me, I just didn't enjoy it that much. It didn't click with me as much. But on the other
also,
hand,
I just like Christian Bale, so maybe that also helps. And I like some of the other actors in it.
But next one I really like is Leonardo DiCaprio. He's great in everything he's in.
Okay.
So you should really watch Wolf of Wall Street. It's so good. It's really long, but it's very action packed. Like, it's never boring. It's honestly, the tone is kind of like The Big Short, except it's just more fun. It's just better in like every way.
Okay.
Like, honestly,
it's kind of like he did two films that like similar in terms of rich guy has it all. In terms of that and The Great Gatsby, he did like those in quite quick succession, which is quite funny because that was my image of the guy when I was younger. And then I saw him in Titanic, and I was like, oh, okay, never mind. He was other stuff.
Yeah, except I think in The Wolf of Wall Street, it's more like vulgar. I guess it's more like he has everything and he doesn't care. Whereas in the other one, he's like moody about some girl, or whatever. So.
Yeah, and he like has empathy or something.
Yeah.
Rather
empathy, boring.
Yeah. Whoa, no way.
He has zero empathy in this film. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's so good. It's one of Martin Scorsese's late career's best film.
One of his best late career.
One of his best late career.
What is his best, in your opinion?
Ooh, that's difficult. I like Silence a lot. I honestly rank Silence. That's quite, again, another good late career one. It's like 20 something.
Okay. See,
what
do you think of The Irishman? People either love it or hate it.
I've tried The Irishman. I watched like an hour and a half of it, and it was going nowhere, and I stopped.
Oh, no.
It's like 3.5 hours on that one.
It's a great film.
Ridiculous. And like, we also watched were you there for that? No, you weren't. But Killers of the Flower Moon we watched in the cinema. That one is 3.5 hours.
Apparently that's bad.
None of us liked it. It's very critically acclaimed, but like, my god. So when, for example, One Battle After Another came out this year, again, I saw it was 3 hours long, starring Leonardo DiCaprio, and I was like, you know what, I'm done with these films, bro. I also with the director of One Battle After Another, what's his name? Peter...
Let me get it up.
Something.
PTA
is what people call him. The director of that, I've seen a few of his films, and I didn't like
Paul Thomas
Anderson. I've seen a few of that guy's films, and I didn't quite like them. I think the pacing of his films aren't.
But you like
good.
this film in particular?
No, One Battle After Another. That's why I didn't go for it.
Oh, okay.
Because specifically, The Irishman and Killers of the Flower Moon have put me off these type of films. they're like the same in my mind. They're like super long by these directors who are now kind of accomplished, but still going. And,
but the thing
really
is,
good, but like, I just can't.
Well, Benicio del Toro's in it, and he's kind of making a comeback recently, isn't he? With like this film, and he did also that Wes Anderson film. What was it called again?
So I've heard.
I saw it in cinemas. But yeah, he did
Phoenician
like.
Scheme?
Yes, that was a great film.
I haven't seen the Phoenician Scheme.
Well, ending's a bit, not as great, but most of it's good. Most of it's good.
Interesting.
Very Wes Anderson though, but yeah, I really liked it. So you think Silence is Martin Scorsese's best film?
One of his best. I haven't seen all of his films, but yes, I'd say it's underrated, or at least underappreciated. It's well rated, but people don't talk about it as much.
There's a lot of talk about, the film After Hours, the 1985 film he did.
Oh, I haven't seen that one, but I've heard good things, yeah.
Because he did like a bunch of great things in the 70s.
Yeah.
And then he did a few like good films in the 80s, like Raging Bull, but they didn't do box office hits.
Yeah.
Because in the 80s it was blockbuster, huge films, not serious movies like in the 70s. And then suddenly he did this, and it saved his career. He was about to TV movie people were like, "No, you're out of it, man." It's like Rocky and Rocky 2, and he's not champion anymore.
Yeah.
But
right.
But yes, no, all filler, no killer. You were saying about Wall Street. No,
Yeah.
Wolf of Wall Street. But another film that you disagree with, and I say is great, is Drive My Car.
Oh,
and
yeah,
I say
yeah,
it's
yeah.
all killer no. All killer no filler.
Yeah, well,
but you say it's very boring.
I think I watched like half an hour of that film, and just nothing was happening. And I'd heard it was really slow, and I thought, okay, I can't. So I stopped. But tell me about Drive My Car. This is your film recommendation of the week, so tell me about it.
Is it? Oh, okay.
Or, I thought it is. Is it not?
It can be.
Oh, no, it's not. It's not. Never mind. But it's a film that you recommend.
Well, I was gonna mention that one. This could be my recommendation because I actually believe in the greatness of this film.
Okay, then. Well, I'll go for it.
Well, this film is by Ryuichi Hamaguchi. I think it was released in 2021. I
Okay.
think. Pretty sure it was. He actually released 2 films in this year. He released this and Wheel of Fortune and Fantasy.
Okay.
I think I might prefer that one over this, but they're both great films.
All right.
The other film has like 3 vignettes and they're
Yeah.
3 short stories, whereas this
Okay.
is one very long, as you know, 3 hours and a
Yes.
half of very slow pacing.
Jeez.
But that's the beauty of it. It's an epic. It builds up. You see this guy, this main character.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I should note that it's based on a Murakami novel, which
Okay.
might be why I like it as well, as I was talking about him earlier. But you build on this character that gets cheated on by his wife.
Okay.
And then you see him slowly break apart because his wife dies and he's like, what do I do now?
Yeah.
He never opened up about it.
Okay.
And then you see how his emotions turn through doing this production, a production that he used to do when his wife was still alive,
Yeah.
as well as having this driver that drives him and has conversations with
Okay.
about his general life. And it's like, oh, I've never been in a car and imagined like I was in a still room. I can't believe it. It's very,
Right.
you know,
Okay. I didn't understand that, but sure.
it's when you're moving, but it feels like you're in a still room.
Okay.
Ah.
Yeah.
No.
Sure.
But yeah, no, it's a very touching film about different
Okay.
aspects of people. For example, the guy who cheats thinks it's very justified that he cheated on this guy's wife. Oh no, on this guy with his wife.
I see.
So the person that she was having an affair with.
Yeah.
Whereas I'm not explaining this well, am I? But
Well,
yes, you see
I'll
all
take your word
facets
for
of the
it. It's,
characters,
you know,
basically.
Yeah. No, I've heard good things.
Also, it's shot well, which is just another
yeah.
factor.
Maybe I'll give it another go.
You
Maybe.
should.
Yeah.
You should.
But no, another film that you liked is one called Big Fish.
Well, I
What's
liked it.
that
I
about?
saw it this week
Oh, right, okay.
because my friend recommended it to me.
Hmm.
She saw it recently, and then we saw it together again because she liked it. And do you know what? I saw it when I was a kid, and it's actually a really nice film.
Okay.
It's very much a childlike wonder type film.
Oh, all right.
Have you heard of it?
I don't think I've even heard of it. Let me look it
Ewan
up now.
McGregor's the star of it.
Oh,
well,
no way.
kind of. He did it, I think, in between the Star Wars prequels.
Yeah.
I think it's like 2001,
right.
which is right before the last one. Or is it
Yeah.
in sync?
Big Fish was released in 2003.
Oh,
according to-
2003. Okay, never mind. It was after then.
Interesting. Okay.
But no, it's a good film because it's very positive. I think a lot of films now kind of show negativity
Yeah.
in society and don't really have hope. It's kind of like, you know, it's kind of like a re-edition of the 90s and 70s. Like, you show negativity and then it's a positive
Yeah.
outlook at the end.
Okay.
Whereas this is like pure positivity. It's like, okay, tough things happen, but you got to always stay positive. But it's shown in a different way. It's not
Okay.
negative or nihilistic as we were talking about earlier.
Yes. Yeah.
It's very positive. So that's
Oh,
why I
cool.
like it.
Oh,
How
that's
about you?
great. Yeah. Well, that sounds really good. I mean, another film. Well, this was a film I wanted to recommend today. This is my film of the week. It's called The Ides of March. This is actually, it's directed by George Clooney, who's directed a few films, but I think this was one of the first ones that he directed. And it's also starring Ryan Gosling, and it's a political thriller actually, which I really liked. I think it's underappreciated. Maybe it's just because I'm into politics. I think for most other people, they might find it like boring or not understand what's going on. Oh yes, also I think Philip Seymour Hoffman and Paul Giamatti are both also in it. And
Oh, really? Wow.
Yes, and they're, you know, especially Philip Seymour Hoffman. Obviously, they're both amazing actors.
Yeah,
So it's
yeah.
really cool to see him do that as well. But yeah, it's basically this guy, this Democrat vying for presidency, and all the primaries are going on. So this is where the parties decide what candidates to put forward to go into the presidency. And this guy, you know, he's got a lot of momentum. It looks like he's going to be president. But then he kind of falters, and there's all these like backroom deals and all this, and he like very Bill Clinton-y. He has sex with an intern and gets her pregnant,
Okay.
and then that's the whole scandal, and they like cover it up. But it's like really well done. It's like really clever and sneaky, and you know, it's really cool if you're into politics, or if you're just into like those kind of backstabbing, schemy films.
Okay.
So I would.
That's quite cool.
Yeah. So I'd recommend that.
I saw a similar thing in the theatre
Okay.
of British politics. It's called The State. It was at the South Bank Centre in London.
Okay.
You
yeah.
went there as well, right?
I went to Leicester Square Theatre. I've been to
Oh wait, no, not that one. It's the one Waterloo.
Oh, maybe maybe.
I think. Anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I saw a similar thing there, except instead of it was still political background and trying to hide things, except it was related to family as well. It was like. This guy was trying to become prime minister and trying to be nominated for it, but his family, was it his dad died or something, and his sisters and him were trying to measure out who gets the inheritance. And his father left everything to this guy because he's a guy and he was a traditional Indian man.
Yeah.
And they were negotiating how to separate it, and then his sisters just said, no, if we don't get what we want now, even though we don't care that you're busy and trying to become prime minister, if you don't do it now, then we're going to report you to the press. And they did.
Damn.
I'm not sure how much of this I can say. It's not running anymore, I don't think.
Okay.
But it shows how you're trying to rub things over and hide certain things and accentuate different areas of your political sphere, as well as using specific political I don't know, threats against people. Like I'll reveal that from high school days, because it's like also showing people who all went to Eton school. And it's like, okay, if we reveal this one thing from high school of someone that we don't like, then it can ruin this guy.
Yeah, they're like the recent Nigel Farage accusations. Have you seen that?
The cookie thing, right?
Wait, what?
Wait,
Tell me about the
what?
cookie thing?
Wait. No, you say your thing.
Nigel, very recently he's been accused of saying a whole bunch of horrendous racist and anti-Semitic things.
Okay.
In while he was at school.
Okay.
And like bullying a whole bunch of people, which doesn't surprise me at all.
It doesn't, but he's got such a smile on his face. He's so joyous all the time. He's always got his thumbs up, even though he's racist. I mean, we're not political here.
What?
We can't hate people.
Yeah, but that's an act. It's like, it's more of a smugness kind of thing rather than like anything actually heartfelt. He's like a...
No.
Doesn't surprise me at all that he's a bully,
No, but, Reform is a party.
Yeah.
And all parties are equal on this channel.
Oh yeah, I guess it's a bit like that, linking that to your theatre show.
Yeah.
Allegations have popped up as kind of... I mean, I don't think Nigel Farage cares. Like, he hasn't rocked in that much. And he's just gone... That's the unfortunate thing now, I think, with politics. It's that people just, like, brush past these accusations and they keep going. Like Boris Johnson did.
Yeah.
Now Nigel Farage is doing that. Trump certainly did and is still doing that. It's, there's no accountability.
Yeah, I guess. Well, Boris Johnson, it's a bit more forgivable because he's so foolish about it. No, I don't forgive him, but I don't forgive him at all. But his ones are so idiotic. It's like he told everyone not to have house parties, and then he did a house party.
Yeah.
It's like, it's a lot more, messy uni student type mistakes. Whereas other people seem so much more tactical and evil, even though his ones are bad as well.
That's intentional. He's doing that to trick you.
Well, no,
That's
because
how he survived it for so long.
Well, that's true.
People, when it's also Bush Jr.
Oh yeah, but he was.
They do gaffes. They're funny. But they're like, oh, watch this drive or whatever, and then they're like in the background, they're committing war crimes. And they're like, they are evil people. Don't be fools.
No. I'm not saying Boris Johnson. Well, in all honesty, though, there's Prime Minister that followed after him that is arguably worse, but he's terrible as well. I do agree.
Yeah, but like, don't be fooled. And even just the way you're approaching it, it's like, don't fall for the trap.
Well, no, the thing is, right?
Evil. There's no way of going around it.
Well, he's out now. For someone that's
but he should be in prison. Some people say, I mean.
Yeah, some people say.
Yeah.
We're non-biased.
Yeah, no, this radio show is non-biased.
We accept all political parties.
Exactly. But, Yeah.
Let's go to a song now because we're getting too
That's a
political.
very good idea. Zaki, why don't you pick a song?
This is a song off the album LDK by Capsule. The first song is in Japanese, so I'm not going to read it. Yeah, here we go.
No, you read. Okay.
「
Hello, and you're back to the last few minutes of Daybreak Daydream. Now we're going to be talking. Now we're going to be talking about something more easy on the ears. My bed in Northfield is completely broken, and I'm sad.
Yeah. So, So what? How exactly? Yeah. So when you say it's broken, what exactly do you mean?
Well, see, it was originally horrendous, like all beds on campus, because they are cheap.
Yeah.
And then the springs kind of got, dodgy, and then there was indents and stuff.
Damn. Wonder how that happened.
Shh, Scott, this is a family channel.
Yeah.
Anyway,
but you said they're refusing to fix it until Christmas.
No. The problem is I was sleeping. No, what was I doing? Yeah, I was sleeping, and then I moved my foot in some way, and then one of the springs, the spikes came out,
and then it popped out and hurt your foot.
And it stabbed my foot, and then it
no.
bled for a while, which isn't great.
Yeah,
and then I woke up because, it's extreme painful. And then I went to my shower, which was also blocked, so I couldn't wash it properly.
That's terrible.
And yeah, that was a great evening.
Not good. So what are they? So yeah, what are they gonna do about it?
Well, I talked to them and they said, yeah, we put you on the list. We're going to get it by after Christmas. We have an order from Mac. But I'm going to probably complain on the estate's QR code as well.
Yeah,
Just to double up on it.
Yeah, because I think legally they have to sort it out within a week or something.
Yeah,
so, don't settle for Christmas.
Yeah.
Keep going.
And there's a bunch of other things that's broken. Well, the light in my bathroom is fixed. It just turns off every 8 seconds, and I don't really mind that.
I remember rocking up to your bathroom and the light would turn off.
You have to wave your hand after a while. I turn on the shaving light, but also the microwave's broken, so we can't heat anything up.
Damn.
Which is just sad, man.
Have you submitted a request?
No, I forgot to do that because that's new. That's a new one.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, and the vacuum cleaner was broken, but that got fixed within a few days because I mentioned it. Me.
Yeah. So, I mean, most of my house is just terrible. I mean, I honestly, maybe I should have stayed on campus because at least your stuff gets fixed.
Yeah,
whereas,
I guess.
Because the uni, they're a whole organism that does all that. Whereas, if you're privately renting, even your estate agent, they're just terrible. They always try and rip you off.
Yeah.
I think it's a bit better this year. We got a better one, but especially last year it was bad because, speaking of broken beds, my friend Basir, his bed was broken for ages and for 10 weeks or something at least.
Mm-hmm.
It was terrible, and then they just did not fix it. Our estate agent did not fix it. They didn't care. And
until then.
Until I think eventually they got through it, but he had to repeatedly call and harass them to get anything done. Absolutely
ruined in the deposit.
Oh, and the deposit, and the deposit dispute is still going on. Have
you appealed it again?
We appealed it, and they said I think it's just taking a bit longer.
Okay.
Because I guess whoever's running the tenancy deposit scheme that do appeals taking their time. So, but hopefully eventually we'll get some kind of ruling on that. But yeah, they screwed us over the deposit, way overcharged us for literally nothing. It's all just a bit ridiculous, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, basically, that is the point. What else? There's a bunch of other broken stuff in life, isn't there? Oh wait, tell them about your outside house toilet.
Oh yeah. So in my house, there's a there's an outhouse with just a toilet in it. Yeah,
it's like those Victorian era. No, not older than Victorian era. Medieval toilets that's far away from the house.
Yeah, separate and outside in the garden. It's so odd. We didn't even know it was there when we first visited the house and had a look at it. So yeah, it's just so odd. There's just a toilet there, and we never use it because it's outside and it's disgusting.
Yeah, you got another one inside, but it's great. It's kind of like Shrek's toilet.
Yeah, his yeah. But,
no, it really is. It looks like it as well.
It does.
It's got that negative aura about it.
Yeah.
But it gives the house aura. It gives it character.
I don't know about that one.
Imagine inviting someone over and saying, "Check out my toilet. Check out my garden toilet."
No, that would lose aura.
So much aura. So much character building. That's
not really.
That's the kind of arcs that Sopranos couldn't write.
Maybe. I'm not so sure about that one. When you see it, it's not that impressive.
No, it's amazing. It just goosebumps every time. But anyway, I think we've come to the end of our show.
Yes.
I'll leave you with the last song of the day, which is a song Tic Tac on the same album, Lounge Designer's Killer by Capsule 2005. It's a Japanese group from Tokyo, and I think that's it. Anything you want to say, Scott?
No, thank you very much for listening. We'll see you next time.
See
Thursday at 5. Listen.
Okay.
Papaya,